Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Spooky Week. Today we're going to make a Halloween DIY. I had a lot of fun making this because I was looking for a Halloween wreath that I liked. So we did what everybody does. I went online, I searched for all the different kind of wreaths, and the ones I enjoyed like this were like 80 euros. So that's expensive. So I looked at it and I was like, I can make this for around 20 euros. So I did. So today I'm going to show you how I made this. This is actually very inexpensive, very fun to do and not that hard. I think a lot of people can do this easily. Before we start, please don't forget to subscribe. That's down here. Just one click on that red button. And if you click on the bell next to it, you will be notified every time that I upload. And with that being said, let's jump into the DIY. Let's start with all the stuff you need for this Halloween DIY. First up, you will need different types of fabrics in different colors. I chose to make my wreath black, orange and white, but you can pick any Halloween colors you like. Next up, you'll need some stuff to decorate it. I bought little pumpkins, black roses and small plastic spiders. Also, you will need tools like a hot glue gun, scissors, wire, pins and some pliers. Then you also need a sign that will fit your wreath size. Also make sure you buy one with pre-made holes in the corners, it just makes it easier. Of course, I also bought a wreath base from a craft store, but I forgot to make a close-up. We're going to start by making the wreath base black. I do this by cutting strips of the black fabric. For attaching the fabric, I'm using the pins. For this part, it's very important to choose which side is going to be the back. And just start to pin the fabric on the back and wrap it tight around the wreath. Then I'm just continuing this until the whole wreath is covered. Then it should look something like this. Then we're going to move on to the hardest part of this DIY, and that's attaching the tin sign. You'll need the wire and pliers for this step. Start by cutting 4 pieces of the wire and make sure they are too long. You can always cut them off at the end, but if they're too short, it won't work. Then you're going to pull 1/4 of the wire through the hole and then you're going to wrap it around the other long wire. Then we're going to attach it. This is the hardest part, but still important. After this, we are still going to use glue, but I think the 2 steps assure this is a wreath you can use over and over again every year. I'm wrapping the rope around the wreath, and please do check that the tin sign is still in the middle every time. Oh, you look worried and maybe. As you can see, it still slips around. That is due to the fabric, so this is where we're going to do the next step and going to use the hot glue gun. This part doesn't need to be neat because we will cover it in a bit. Just make sure you use enough glue and hold the wire in the right spot and tighten it so it dries in the correct position. Repeat this for all 4 wires. Now it's time for all the fun stuff. First, we are going to prep all the fabric by cutting long strips of all the different fabrics and colors. When you are done with prepping, start attaching them to the wreath. The trick for a full Halloween wreath is to use different kinds of techniques for applying the fabrics. So first up, I'm starting with the color orange and I'm kind of looping the fabric and attaching every loop with a pin. It's hard to explain, but you see it in the video. The pins make it very stable. I also later on used the hot glue gun. That technique is weaker, the best is to combine them both. So first hot glue and then pin where necessary. But you can see me right now in the video learning along the way which is the best way to attach it. Like said earlier, have fun with this. For example, I'm now attaching the orange organza by making bows. Just be creative. Then after all the fabric strips, it should look something like this. Just keep in mind that you spread all the colors evenly on the wreath and use different methods to make it look full. Last but not least, we're going to add some Halloween touches. I'm going to prep all the decorations first. Very important, don't glue them on straight away. First lay them out on the wreath so you can see which placement you prefer before you permanently glue them. So that is what I'm doing right here, just trying out different placements for the pumpkins, roses and fake spiders. Then when you're sure, use the hot glue gun to attach the decorations to the wreath. And ta-da! Then you're done! I think it turned out great. This was my first try and just doing what I thought would work, and I'm very happy with the end result. I also think it's very easy and just a fun DIY for everybody. And it's also way cheaper than buying a wreath that looks like this in the store. This bad boy is now hanging on my front door until Halloween. Well, that was it for this DIY video. I'm very happy with how the wreath turned out. Please let me know if you're going to recreate this one, because I would love to see it. Please tag me then on Instagram. I would love to see them and talk to you guys and chat, leave comments, leave likes, all that good stuff. If you like this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. That's down here, just one click on that red button. I upload movie reviews, unboxings and other spooky content, and I would love to have you. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!